that's pretty much what it is. All the walls are stone brick. Depending on what it is, I guess the back wall is the only one that actually fits the bill for it. I would have it so though, like, these very corners would always be stone brick. So like, this one will be stone brick, this one will be stone brick, and then like in the middle would be like something a different color, so though it creates some kind of change to it, and then that's it. That's pretty much what my normal every version from that point on was, kind of thing. And I would always try to make sure that my roofs were always like in a stone based stair, because I think unless this was more of a recent ish kind of change, but I always thought that wooden stairs will actually like will actually catch fire through lightning, and either they changed that or it has always been there, and I was always just very self-conscious about that, because I originally had a base that I built in 1.12, no, 1.13. Actually, I showed it off in the Reva base special. I think it was like the first thing. It was the Armored Fortress. That base in particular was made out of, actually, quite coincidentally, oak wooden planks. The entire thing was covered with oak wooden planks. I think the bridge in question, like the actual like main entrance area, if I remember correctly, that was an open bridge. That wasn't like a closed off bridge. That was actually a full sealed one, like a full open one. So like something like that. Like this would be the bridge, like full open, maybe with like a railing. So like something like that then. Like it would have like a railing, and that's what it was. And then when 1.5 came out, I think, when beta 1.5, I should say, came out, where they added, was it 1.5 or was it 1.4? I think it was 1.5. No, it was when did Weather come out? Because I think Redstone repeaters came out in 1.5. I wonder if it says when it came out. Okay, Java edition. One 1.5. Okay, so maybe Redstone was like 1.6 or something like that. But yeah, 1.5. So when 1.5 was first released, I read that wooden planks, like this stuff and all that, would catch on fire. So I went, oh no, I gotta go and figure out what can prevent itself from burning. So I looked at the wiki, or I think I looked at the wiki and I looked at like different blocks that were like inflammable, if you will, and or unflammable, however you want to kind of word it as, and that would not cause any like aesthetic issues, kind of thing. And I chose the lovely stone because it was easy. That's the andesite. I chose stone because it was easier to get a hold of. Plus, I had an overabundance of cobblestone, so I ended up covering the entire thing in stone. And then later on, I don't think I kept it though. I think I just got rid of it in general. But then later on, I found out that creepers can break through stone, and so I changed all of the stone into obsidian. Yeah, I had a very long history with that kind of stuff though, so I decided to keep it casual with that kind of stuff though. So like anytime now I build, I try to build with, like, you can still see stone brick is still very much there, but you can see like I've started to use different blocks. Like I have this, I think it would be considered stone slabs in the old versions, but it's smooth stone now, I think. Yeah, like smooth stone. I started using that. I think this is Blackstone. Mind you, I would change this to Deep Slate, but I'm just not very interested in breaking barrier blocks in order to switch these into Deep Slate. So I think Blackstone's going to be fine for now. And using cobblestone and stuff like that. Magma to sort of like have the aesthetic of being able to push it forward. I mean, if we could put fire sideways, I'd do that. I'd have fire sideways, so though it looks like we were actually moving. And of course, vertically down kind of thing would also be another one. Okay, because I was actually very, very concerned that it would actually break these. So I'm happy that it didn't. So yeah, so every time you... so when we were down in that area, it was in this general area, I think. Yeah, it'd be this general area, I think. Or somewhere around here, where we saw these sea lanterns. We were actually seeing this area right here. So that's why I try to do it. Also, it still has the little bit of the Reserical, I think is what I called it, which was the Varacle-esque version of it, where it had like wheels instead of these hover boosters, and then I decided to change it to hover boosters. I still love this. I wish I could move it over to 1.12. There are mods that add the newer blocks into the older versions of Minecraft, but unfortunately, they're for the version before it. So, like, you can add 1.15 blocks in 1.14. You can add 1.13 blocks into 1.12. There's no, you can add 1.18 blocks in 1.12. So, unfortunately, I can't move this over, but it's fine. I can still use it in Sercacraft, so I'm fine. Also, I used andesite too. Yeah, like see, look, there's different blocks here. For the 1.12 base, I only ever use stone brick. Stone brick for everything. I love this for entrances too. Just using the chiseled one just as a different block choice. I love it. I love this. This is new. Like designing this interior is new territory for me. Like, I wouldn't have done this. I think I showed it off with Reva Base, which was the after the fortress itself. I ended up like the whole thing was just covered in oak planks. That was it. That's my normal interior. I don't change it. I don't have like these random little things like here, like these random little posts here or anything like that. Nope. Oak planks, that's it. The only reason why I decided to change it to have this kind of thing, though, is because, you know, I get sick and tired of seeing like the same block over and over again. And plus, in normal Minecraft, I don't stay in my bases too long because I typically don't like to do that. I like to come in here, go straight to the storage, go, okay, I need to go store this, and then go and, all right, it's time to leave, and then I leave. That's it. That's all I do. I don't stay in the base for like, I don't go here, go, okay, we're gonna go redesign this room, and then we're gonna go ahead and go, oh yeah, that's right, this room looks completely ugly, and I hate this room. I want to go back to the room I just redesigned, and stay in this room, and then never leave. So that's pretty much how I played Minecraft before, and that's been that way since beta 1.2 when I first played this game. So yeah, so I've never been... I used to define myself as a builder in Minecraft. I used to really believe that I was, and I don't want to say the greatest builder, but I used to think that I was an okay one. Like, you know, like I love building in Minecraft. Minecraft was like one of the few games that I could say that I could actually be very creative and it would actually be true. But like back in the old, like back during like those kinds of times where I think Minecraft was at 1.2 or 3, like the normal one, not beta. I was literally designing Minecraft houses in like a notebook kind of thing, like planning out different blocks. And I decided to change that whole idea because I hated doing that, because my normal way of building in Minecraft now and for the probably foreseeable future is that I don't like planning, because if I plan something, I immediately garbage the idea, and then I'm like, well, that was a waste of time. I just started working on it. Then I'm like, I'm bored with the design, and then I leave it alone. Then I just trash the idea, and then I'm like, well, that was a huge waste of time. And then I give up, and then I go to the next one. And it stems from that 1.12 mountain base, because it has every room that I've ever thought of that I would ever actually need. And so I don't really have much to say about that, to be fair. Like, obviously, though, like, that base is going to, like, that base ruined Minecraft in terms of building. And that's not Mojang's fault. That's not, like, some other YouTuber or whatever you want to call it's fault. That's mine. I take full responsibility of that, because I'm the one that designed that base, and I'm the one that thought, like, hey, this is big enough for me to do whatever I want with. And it's true, but I shouldn't have done it. And plus, this one's still quite small. I mean, this one's hasn't even hit the full quota of this yet. Like look at this. Like, that's, like, this is the front area. So I think this one goes from the back to, I think it's like up until the structure blocks. And that's what this is. So, like, it hasn't even hit the 2 structure block quota. Like, I can still make it bigger if need be. But I always find myself that I'm trying to shrink the rooms more than I'm trying to, like, make them bigger. Like, I keep trying to find ways of making this, like, even more smaller, or not just smaller, but even more condensed but functional. And there is one thing that will actually make this thing just as good as anything else for in terms of storage. And that is that if Mojang were to ever actually add an NBT data, or data, however you want to kind of pronounce that word. I pronounce it different. I pronounce it both ways depending on what I'm talking about. But if they actually add a variable that allows it to have the large chest storage box. So what I mean by that is, like, if you were to grab a large chest, you're going to see that there is 54 slots in here. That's incredible. That means that on average, if you were to put an item, or let's say, not an item, let's say we put 50, so we have 54 stacks of 64 items in there. We will have 3,456 items in here. And that's not including shulkers. So if we were to add shulkers as well, that adds an additional 64 slots. Or another 54, sorry. Another 54, because per this you have an extra 54. So you have 54 shulkers, and then through those 54 shulkers you have 27 slots in each. And then each and every one of those 27 slots has an additional 64 items on top of that. So that's like 10,000, maybe even 20,000 items. I am not calculating that. And that's incredible. Here's a barrel. It's a normal chest. It's a normal chest, you know. The same storage. Same storage. Just, you know, I kind of wish that, you know, barrels had the same kind of love as, you know, chests. You know? Even if it was just an NPT, like, thing, though, like you can spawn in unbreakable pickaxes. You can't spawn a barrel with double chest kind of storage? That seems kind of a missed opportunity, if you will. I don't know, I find that would be a really cool thing to add. Because that would actually help out with a lot of my storage container needs. Because to be fair, I would love to have that. Yeah, I'm starting to like that item frame idea more and more. But I'm thinking of just trying to like centralize it, so like only have it so that like you have to be like in this very spot in order for the like the jump effect to be applied. Uh-oh. That's not good. Give me 1 second. I might be able to reach it. Nope, it's right there. Oh man, I'll have to give myself creative mode for a second. There you go. Beam with potion, there we go. God, I still keep forgetting to remove Buff Boy potion from that. Oh. I keep forgetting to remove it from that sign. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I don't want it anymore. It was meant to be a joke, and then it just kept staying on there, and then I kept forgetting about it. Wait, where did I throw my stuff in? Oh, here, okay. We'll go Stick of Justice. This. We'll equip this stuff so I don't lure the Enderman to me. We're gonna go fight the Ender Dragon. That's just going to be onto the floor. There we go. That should be fine. Alright. Ender portal. No, this is open. Yeah, I wish I could probably put a sign somewhere here, though. Yeah, because I think I can't... Yeah, because it's got to get rid of the barriers first. Because it's got to get rid of the barriers. This is its own command. This is its own command. And then this is its own command. So yeah, so I